Hi, my name's Gemma Lambert. I'm 12 times UK Nail Champion, International Nail Technician of the Year 2009 and International Judge. This time we're going to do a natural tip and overlay using blending tips. The client's already been and washed her hands, but you could use a normal pump gel sanitizer. We're going to start off by pushing those cuticles back. And scraping any excess cuticle away using the other side of your cuticle pusher. If you applied acrylic extension on top of this, it would lift straight off, so you do need to make sure that you remove it off. The next step is to file over the natural nail. We're going to use a 180 grit nail file, nothing too strong. Really letting that file do the work, not pressing on too hard, and concentrating on that cuticle area and side walls, but making sure that we remove the shine from the whole of the nail. The next step is to file the free edge into a nice, neat and tidy shape. Keep it nice and gentle so that you don't damage that nail. We then need to remove the dust so it doesn't get trapped in our extension. This time we're going to use a half weld tip and we're going to blend it onto the nail. And use a small amount of resin, fill that well with the resin and make sure that you go all the way up to the sides of the tip. Coming down that nail at a 45-degree angle until you feel a click and then press that nail flat, making sure that you've got no air bubbles in your tip. So you're coming down the nail at a 45-degree angle, making sure that you've got no air bubbles in that tip as you press it down flat. You then need to press those side wings in to make sure that they're stuck down as well. Check your nail to see if there's any air bubbles in it. If there is, you could always just pop a little bit more resin down there. The next step is to cut the nail to whatever size your client wants, making sure that the blade of the cutter is always at your side and not the client's. We're now going to start blending this nail, again using a 180 grit file because you're going to be going near a natural nail, so you still don't want to go to a higher grit. Keeping the file nice and flat on the tip, slowly start filing the shine off of the tip. Making sure not to touch that natural nail.
There you go there, we'll sit over there. Take a massive glass in there.
Keeping the pressure nice and gentle, nothing too firm, because again you are near that natural nail and we don't want to be filing on that natural nail. Keep moving to different areas so that you don't build any friction up and burn the client's fingernails. We're just going to dust that nail now to get rid of any nail dust. And as you can see, I've only blended in around the smile line. I haven't touched this area. There's no need to touch that area because we're doing an acrylic nail, not a gel nail. The next stage of prep is to dehydrate the nail plate. The reason we dehydrate a nail plate is because nail plates are alkaline based and the products that we're going to use, the acrylic, is acidic based. So we need to change the pH balance of the natural nail to match the products. Small amount of dehydrator, just on the nail bed area, no need to put it onto the plastic tip. That's the prep of this nail done now. So we've already applied and blended a natural tip, and we're now going to apply a natural acrylic overlay. So we're using 3 powders still, natural, clear and pink. First bead is a natural colour that we're going to place on and apply just like we did our French white. Next bead we're going to apply is clear onto our zone 2, pressing it out either side and pulling over our natural area. The next bead we're going to apply is pink, down near the cuticle area. Spreading to both sides and then blending down over your zone 2. We're just going to wait for this to set a bit now before we pinch it. Okay, so this nail's now set enough to put your pinching tool on. Pop your pinching tool on nice and central, and once it's on you can let go. This nail's now set enough for us to take our pinching tool off and we can start our filing. We're going to start by filing the free edge first, so working on our shape, and then onto our side walls. Keeping that nail looking nice and slim and parallel to the finger. Next we're going to start filing on our zone 1, which is where you've applied your natural powder. Long sweeping moves, not too short. Then on to zone 2, which is your stress area. So not too much filing in this area because you do want this area to be the highest point of the nail. Then down to the cuticle area onto your zone 3. Being very careful around that cuticle area not to do any damage to the natural nail. Checking your nail from every angle to make sure that it's thin enough and that your apex is in the right place. Make sure you've got no frills underneath that nail. And now we're just going to remove the dust. To finish off, we're just going to apply a gel top coat. This gives the acrylic nail a watertight seal. Once you've applied that gel top coat, it's time to put the nail into the lamp for 2 minutes to set. That gel top coat is now fully cured. All we've got to do to finish this nail off is to apply a small amount of cuticle oil around the cuticle area and massage it in. That's a natural tip and overlay done.